Hi, I'm Becca, and today I just want to show you a little bit about how to make your SmartBottoms diaper fit easier. All diapers, you can work with all diapers with snaps and rise settings and elastics to try and get the fit perfect, but we're going to work with the SmartBottoms today, and I'm going to show you a little bit about how I get that to fit well on my daughter and adjustments I may make. Okay.
So I'm using the SmartBottoms All-in-One Dream Diaper, which is a little bit different from the SmartBottoms All-in-One. First you want to go ahead and fold down the tongue so it fits within the rise of your diaper. And then you want to check the front and make sure the tag and the PUL is all tucked downward. Basically, you want to make sure there's no absorbent fabric that will be exposed to the outside of the diaper. In order to make sure you get a really good fit around the legs and there's no leaking and no fabric kind of bulging outward, you want to make sure that that flap left over from snapping your rise is tucked upward into the diaper, not downward. So I have the rise snaps on this diaper snapped to the second smallest size for my 1-year-old, and I pulled the closure tabs into about the second or third snap on each side. Actually, this diaper is currently snapped a little bit big, so there's some gapping that I need to fix. But the first thing you want to check when you put on the SmartBottoms is just to make sure that there's no absorbent layers that are sticking out the sides or the back. With the new Dream diaper, this really isn't an issue. I haven't had this problem at all. The Dream diaper seems to roll inward perfectly, so there's only PUL exposed at the legs. The All-in-One, sometimes you have to tuck the absorbent layers inward. Alright, so since my closure tabs were not quite as snug as they should be, there was a little bit of gapping at the legs. So I pulled the closure tabs in a little bit to make sure that the legs are nice and snug. I'm going to go ahead and check the back too and make sure it's snug as well. And right now it looks like I have a pretty good fit on my Dream diaper. So I'm going to show you another little adjustment you can do if you're making way for super chubby legs, or if you added lots of absorbency to your diaper. If for some reason you need it cinched at the waist and wider, you can just pull in the top snap in one and leave the bottom snap on the closure tabs out one so that it's diagonal, and that'll give you a nice skinny fit at the waist and give you a little bit more room at the legs if that's what you need. Again, just do a quick check at the legs and the waist to make sure everything is tucked in and nothing's hanging out and going to cause leakage. If you want to use your SmartBottoms Dream diaper for night diapering, you're going to want to add a little bit of absorbency to it. So go ahead and make your rise snaps one size larger, and you can either lay in your added absorbency or you can stuff it into the pocket. When you change the rise setting of your diaper, you may find that you need to use a different setting at the waist in order to get a good fit. So at first, I went ahead and snapped my closure tabs where I normally snap them, but I found that there was some gapping at both legs and also a big gap at the tummy. If that gap were only at the tummy, I would just pull in the top snap on the closure tabs to try and cinch the tummy in a little bit and leave the legs as they are. But in my daughter's case, the gapping is all over, so I found that I actually needed to pull the whole closure tab in an entire setting on both sides. So by making the rise larger and the waist smaller, I was able to add some nighttime absorbency and still maintain a good fit. So when getting a good fit with your cloth diaper, there are a couple things you need to remember, and once you figure them out the first time, it really isn't going to take you a long time to put your diaper on your baby at every change. Let's review. First of all, you want to make sure that the tummy panel is nice and snug against your baby's tummy. Secondly, you want to check the legs and make sure there's no gapping at the legs. In addition, you want to make sure that there's no absorbent fabric that's bulging out, either at the tummy, the legs, or the back. Finally, you want to be sure that your elastics are not too snug. You want them snug enough that they're going to contain messes, but not so snug that you're going to pinch your baby's skin. So go ahead and play around with your dream diaper until you find the fit that works perfectly for your baby.